Hello my friends and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. In yesterday's video we did work on and complete Josephine's quest, and then we started what I am calling Fake Blackwall's quest because he's a big faker. But before we go in to visit him in his cell, it's just a couple of things. I did go shopping around here, and the reason I did that is because there's more merchants that are here. This is the home supplies merchants. We're not going there again for a while. But one of them, I think it was this one right here, had a new Vitar. I can't wear it yet, but I have it. And then the other one that's up here had some recipes that I didn't have, and also had Codex entries that I didn't have. And it said Codex, it said from Therenfall Redoubt, so I'm wondering if they are Codex entries that you would have picked up if you had sided with the Templars and gone there instead. So that's my thoughts anyway. So let's get started on going to this Valroyo prison. Does the city guard have anything new to say?
Inquisitor.
No, nothing new to say. You're more polite, I feel like, but that's about it. I'm here all by myself. That's a pretty banner. Hello? Is there anyone else in the jail? Nope, just not Blackwall.
I didn't take Blackwall's life. I traded his death. He wanted me for the Wardens, but there was an ambush. Darkspawn. He was killed. I took his name to stop the world from losing a good man. But a good man, the man he was, wouldn't have let another die in his place.
You lied to me, you really killed those people, and Dime makes up for it. What you did was brave. Well, just tell me if you really killed those people and we'll go from there.
Was the bailiff telling the truth? Did you really do those things?
Yes, I did. It's all true. It's time we all took a good look at who I really am. Don't you understand? I gave the order to kill Lord Callier, his entourage, and I lied to my men about what they were doing. When it came to light, I ran. Those men, my men, paid for my treason while I was pretending to be a better man. This is what I am. A murderer, a traitor, a monster.
You're more than that. I'm not convinced. You're pathetic. I mean, you're more than those things. To a lot of people. I'm not convinced. Let's go with that one, though.
Would a monster have given himself up? Somewhere along the line, you stopped pretending.
That was a good one. Discuss the situation with Cullen. Well, does Blackwall have anything else to say?
Yes.
Oh, you do? So, who was the real Blackwall? Let's start there.
I need to know about Blackwall. The real Blackwall.
We met in a tavern when I was on the run. I was nothing, a waste of life. But he wanted to recruit me. We headed to Val Chavan for the joining. But Blackwall insisted on making a stop along the way. An old ruin from one of the previous blights. He said it led to the deep roads. I was to go down alone, find a darkspawn, and fill a vial with its blood. When I returned, I found the warden ambushed by more of the creatures. He took a blow for me. He shouldn't have died. It should have been me.
Maybe he didn't think so. His death was your fault. He sounds like a hero. Yeah, I mean, clearly he didn't think You were nothing. He thought you were worth something if he wanted you to join the Wardens.
Not saying I disagree, but Blackwall clearly thought you were worth saving.
No one should have died for me. He would have wanted me to carry on to Val-Chevan, I'm certain. But without Blackwall, there's no proof that I'd been recruited. That I didn't kill him. I couldn't go to the Wardens. But I couldn't just walk away. So, Rainier died. And Blackwall lived.
Well, who is Thom Rainier?
Who were you before this mess?
I was a captain in the Orlesian army. Well regarded, respected. But it wasn't enough. One mistake. One mistake and everything I worked for fell apart.
And who was Mornay? Or who is Mornay?
The man on the gallows, Mornay. Who was he?
My second in command. He was a good man. When I heard he'd been caught, I was resolved to stop his execution. Couldn't let another die for my mistake.
But you didn't go for the rest of your men. So your crime?
I need to know the details of what you did. Who you killed. Why?
I betrayed the Empire and assassinated a general, all for gold. The man was General Vincent Callier. My employer was a Chevalier, Robert Chapuis. Sir Robert believed that Grand Duke Gaspard was the rightful ruler of Orlais and would eventually take the throne. He thought that by eliminating one of Celine's loyal supporters, he might endear himself to the true Emperor. I can't say if Robert's plan would have worked. I didn't care. There was good coin offered, and I took it. By the time Sir Robert's involvement was uncovered, I was long gone. Of course, the Grand Duke disavowed any knowledge of the act and publicly condemned it. Robert killed himself. Poison in his wine. Another victim of the great game.
I guess. Well, what did you tell your men?
You got your men to help you. What did you tell them?
They didn't know who they were attacking. I told them it was an important mission. They trusted me without question. Just as your men trust you.
Our cause is just. I hope it's just. Armies need commanders. I'm not a traitor. What does armies need commanders mean?
Armies are weapons. Weapons don't wield themselves.
Weapons don't have lives, families, dreams. An army is not just a weapon.
Yeah, here's the part that's bugging me the most. You murdered Callier's family.
My reports say that Callier was with his family. You had them all slaughtered.
I didn't know Callier would be traveling with his family. I assumed only soldiers, armed guards. My men had been told to eliminate everyone. They'd seen war. They thought they were defending their country. No one likes to think about that. But it's names that carry power in this world. Bloodlines. Heirs. No matter how leaders like Celine or Gaspard pretend the game is played, that's how real war is waged.
Shouldn't be that way. You weren't at war only by cowards. Yeah, that's the thing. You weren't at war, technically.
But you weren't at war. Not really.
I've been on enough battlefields to know the same crime at the right time would have earned a medal. But that's what I did. And why I deserve to be here.
Yeah. I want to know something else.
There's another thing I'm still wondering.
Yes?
And that's it.
That's all for now.
Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. I don't even know how to process this.
I have Leliana's report on Thom Rainier.
Yeah, summarize it, because clearly I can't read it.
Give me the overview.
Looks like our friend was once a respected captain in the Imperial Orlesian army. Before the Civil War, he was turned, persuaded to assassinate one of Celine's biggest supporters. He led a group of fiercely loyal men on this mission, and told them nothing of it. His men took the fall for him. A few lucky ones, like Mornay, managed to escape.
Thank you. She had this report all along. She failed me. Did she have this report all along?
Let me guess. Our spy master had this lying around somewhere, didn't she?
It would have been difficult for anyone to connect Blackwall to Rainier. Even Leliana has something of a blind spot when it comes to wardens.
Fair enough.
What do we do now? Blackwall... Rainier has accepted his fate, but you don't have to. We have resources. If he's released to us, you may pass judgment on him yourself.
What would you do?
If it were up to you, what would happen?
What he did to the men under his command was unacceptable. He betrayed their trust, betrayed ours. I despise him for it. And yet he fought as a warden, joined the Inquisition, gave his blood for our cause. And the moment he shakes off his past, he turns around and owns up to it. Why?
People change, you're impressed. It doesn't matter. Yeah, you seem impressed, I think.
Some part of you is impressed by what he did, isn't it?
Saving Mornay the way he did took courage, I'll give him that. But I can't tell you what to do.
I can't decide yet. Get him out and leave him. Well, I am tempted to leave him. But I have recruited worse people, I think, into the Inquisition, even if they're like Alexius did way worse things, and I've recruited him not like to freely roam the Inquisition, but he's a prisoner who's forced to work for me, so I feel like I just made him a slave, but that's a topic for another day. But I feel like the smuggler from, what was it, the Western Approach, not a good person, killed lots of people, way more people. Well, I don't know. Blackwall, but Rainier was a soldier. So anyway, I'm getting off topic. So I'm not going to leave him on this playthrough because I want him to hopefully stay as a companion. I'm assuming that's where this can go. Like you can either ditch him or keep him as a companion. So I would like to go the get him out route just to see if I can judge him and what other options I have, because I'd like to investigate that. So let's get him out.
Have Rainier released to us.
We must move quickly. We can explore our options back at Skyhold.
Oh, great. New operations available. Optional. Order the advisors to find a way to release Rainier from prison. Well, let's get out of here, I guess, and go do that. Well, here we are back at the war table, and I was able to find Rainier's operation. So it says Rainier's release an alternative. Leliana informs me that your contacts in the underworld could aid in having Rainier released from prison. This route would conveniently mask the Inquisition's involvement. Cullen. So Leliana says an offer whispered in the right circles, a dozen factions vying for our favor. We'll see who desires it most. I mean, I guess it's my only option.
Inquisitor.
Rainier was brought to the Skyhold gates under cover of darkness. Best not to ask how. Well, hopefully no one died while trying to do that, because that would be, like, even worse. So I believe it says I can go judge him now, or that's what they said. Get him to Skyhold and you can judge him. Yeah, judge Rainier at Skyhold. But I already had one, like one being a judgment, so I'm not sure who's going to pop up first, or even who my other one is. I'm trying to think. I feel like I got the one from Exalted Plains already, right? And I don't know if I've got anybody from Emerald Graves yet, so we'll see what happens first.
For judgment this day, Inquisitor, I must present Captain Thom Rainier, formerly known to us as Warden Blackwall. His crimes... well, you are aware of his crimes. The decision of what to do with him is yours.
I'm always saying when I'm at these things that I don't feel like it's my place, and I feel like I totally circumvented law and order to kidnap Blackwall and bring him here so I could just do what I want to do with him. So I feel like that isn't technically legal again. So I hate to see you like this. No gratitude. Your life is mine now. None of these options are very good. But let's go with the first one. I don't like any of them, but it's my least one that I don't like. Does that make sense?
I didn't think this would be easy, but it's harder than I thought.
Another thing to regret. Using your ties to the underworld to free me. You're a criminal, same as me. The world will learn how you've used your influence. They'll know the Inquisition is corrupt.
I had no choice. This will be forgotten. Your opinions don't matter. I think in the big scheme of things, once I stop Corypheus, because I'm assuming that's what I'm going to do, no one's going to remember this at all. But it doesn't, but he's right. It doesn't make it right.
Once the world is back to normal, no one will even remember this.
I'll remember. I accepted my punishment. I was ready for all this to end. Why would you stop it? What becomes of me now?
I don't know. You're free if you atone. Free him to make amends for his crimes. The Wardens will decide. Oh, give Rainier to the Wardens once this is over. I own you. Your lie continues. Keep him in servitude? What? Oh my gosh. That's horrible. Why don't we give him to the Wardens? Because I feel like that's what he was supposed to be doing anyway before he assumed Blackwall's name. I feel like maybe then he can make up for it. I feel like he killed children, so I have a problem with this. But like I recruited Sten in Origins and he killed children. I feel like I've recruited other people to work for the Inquisition from prison and they most likely killed children. So I feel like if I just like kill him or just anything else, it's hypocritical, but I'm also pretty hypocritical when I play my games sometimes. My decisions don't always make sense, but this one makes sense to me. I feel like he should go to the Wardens anyway. I've been babbling way too long. So number 3, here we go.
Blackwall intended you join the Wardens. I will let them decide your fate, but only when Corypheus is dead. For now, Thom Rainier, the Inquisition needs you.
As you command.
This is a chance to atone. Becoming a Warden isn't mercy. You die, good riddance. Yeah, becoming a Warden isn't mercy. Not really. Not unless Edward finds a cure to the calling.
I'm told not all survive the joining, and the life of a true Warden is difficult.
If I die, it will be no less than I deserve. And if I live, I'll make it count. I am grateful for this, Inquisitor. And I will serve for as long as I can.
Okay. And I also feel like Edward recruited Leliana. He did awful stuff. And he was, I don't think he atoned for it, but like he at least used the rest of his life to do something better. And I feel like that's all that's important. Right? Am I making sense? I'm babbling way too much today. But let's quick save, and we're going to sit in Judgment again, apparently. Ooh, the consequences of Blackwall's lie operation available. Oh, that's going to be bad. It's going to be real bad. But let's do another Judgment. Because why not?
Another of the lingering pains of adamant, your worship. Sir Ruth is a senior warden of the Order. She was one of the many who slit the throat of another to bind a demon. She does not contest this. In fact, she surrendered to us. She requests no mercy. She wants the public justice of the headman's axe.
Probably because she can't live with what she did to her friends. Not a request made lightly. I'm confused. You want to die? That'll make this easy. Let's just go with I'm confused.
You were free to rejoin your comrades, and yet you present yourself here.
There is no excuse for my actions. I murdered another of the Order. That blood marks me more than the Blight ever could.
Accepting their actions while thralls of Corypheus, many treaties allow wardens any extreme if it opposes the Blight.
I can't do it. I can't use the greater good to justify my crimes, as if it would create a future I could be a part of. It is wrong that this broke me. I've done worse with full sanction. I can do nothing except be an example of the cost.
Oh, go to the deep roads. Public humiliation then. Jail her, throw away the key. I won't judge a warden. You know what? If you want to die, I guess, but like, do it the warden way. Just go to the deep... Oh, I don't know, but if she goes to the deep roads and she's kidnapped, then she become a brood mother, right? Oh, gosh. I won't judge a warden public... Oh, but Theron doesn't know that. So let's just go with it. Let's go to the deep roads. And I'm always making weird choices, right? Let's just go with it.
You feel your life is over? There's a place for such wardens. So Ruth, you'll go to the deep roads. Your death may be as quick as you choose.
This sends no message. This is just an end.
Judgment, the death of good Sir Ruth, operation available. I feel like, I'm not sure how I feel about my decisions at the war table today. I feel like I'm very much trying to justify things that don't make sense at all.
Inquisitor.
But I've got some time left, so let's go check in with Rainier, not Blackwall. All right, so I made it back down here. We're going to talk to Blackwall, and I'm going to sit here and second guess my decisions, but it's fine. It's just a game. It shouldn't stress me out this much. But let's see what... do I call... I guess the game wants me to keep calling him Blackwall, so I guess that's what I do? I don't know.
Inquisitor?
Oh, yeah. What do I call you now?
How shall I refer to you? Rainier or Blackwall?
I've gotten used to Blackwall. Perhaps we could treat it as less of a name and more of a title.
Okay.
Almost like Inquisitor. Reminds me of what I ought to be.
Yeah, it is your choice, but it is a noble sentiment.
Everyone needs something to aspire to.
Exactly. I'm glad you understand.
So, let's talk about the Wardens.
Is there anything you actually know about the Wardens?
Oh, gosh.
Or did you make it all up?
I made very little up. I also feared you knew enough to contradict me. Warden Blackwall told me a bit before my initiation, but it is a secretive order. Not even the most senior wardens know all there is to know.
Wait, it is completely useless. You never heard the calling. Yeah, that would explain why you never heard it. Good point.
Now we know why you were never worried about Corypheus's calling.
Yes. I have none of the warden's abilities and none of the drawbacks. Still, I would have fought through the darkest pits of the deep roads like any true warden. There's more to it than being able to sense darkspawn. Warden Blackwall would have agreed.
You helped Adamant's Wardens. You did.
The Wardens at Adamant listened to you. They saw you as one of their own.
Perhaps it takes an outsider to show how much of yourself you've lost. I never understood the reality of being a warden. I only saw the ideal. I suppose I reminded them of something they'd forgotten.
You idolized them when he have agreed a foolish fantasy. Would he have agreed to what? Let's clarify that.
You don't know what Warden Blackwall would have believed.
Oh,
Neither do you. But I know he was a good man.
making everyone mad at me today. So why were you recruited?
Why did Blackwall want to recruit you?
He never told me. I don't know what he saw that day besides some wreck starting a bar fight. That night, I taught some village militia a painful lesson about harassing the tavern girl. Didn't know I had an audience.
Were you drunk? He saw how you fight? A noble act? Yeah, it seems noble again.
I can see why the warden was impressed.
You're assuming my intentions were noble. Told the girl to keep the wine coming. She couldn't, not with those louts bothering her. Something had to be done.
Yeah, I guess.
We'll continue this another time.
Oh, I'm still not sure how I feel about my decisions or my justifications, but I'll leave all my rambling in so you can laugh at my silliness. So I am going to head
He's
out.
doing so much. I should ride to join him. You said he is hidden. Fairbanks would find me. He'd see my spirit. So would his enemies. You'd fare worse than a legend.
Fairbanks would find me. Oh my gosh, that's such fangirling. All right, well, we're going to head out to the Exalted Plains, and I will meet you there once I am where I want to go. And here we are in the Exalted Plains. I am over by the new entrance to the Ghilan'nain's Grove, because there is a bunch of stuff that we can do in this section. First things first is I want to get the new camp.
Your worship,
Hello. just two of you guarding the door here. But yeah, there's stuff for like Vivienne. There's stuff for Blackwall, I think, over here, but I don't want to talk to Blackwall right now. I'm just annoyed about the whole thing. What are you guys? Gurgut? What is that? What are you allergic to? Electricity. I've got some of that. There you go. Have some. Run away, Sera. Holy crap, there are a bunch of you. Holy crap. Unlocked Gurgut. I'll have to look at that one. Just stay right there. I think you were like immune to fire.
Take that, you!
Now I completed Ghilan'nain's Grove. Yeah, I'm butchering these names as usual. I did take off. Give Vivienne the heart of a common wyvern. Oh no, you can butcher her potion for somebody. I have a feeling I think I know who it's for, but my gosh, that would be so mean. I mean, Vivienne's kind of a bitch, but like,
we could make camp here.
we will. Should be my last one, I think. Holding the Exalted Plains is done. Now I've got rifts in the Fens. Oh, they're already highlighted. 1, 2, 3. I was trying to say that I took off the invisibility ring because I feel like A, my companions don't stay with me. They kind of wander off. And B, I don't know if they talk to each other if I'm not near them. So that does concern me a bit. And I know we're almost done for the day, but I want to explore some new stuff. Do I go left or do I go straight? Oh, we'll go straight. There's a rift. Answers that question. We'll take care of her. And then... I know we're on fire. It's okay. We're just burning just a little bit. It's okay. Don't be so dramatic. I know Sera was with me in the Emerald Graves, but I didn't want to bring Varric, and I just wanted to break. Oh, holy schmolies. I went to a bad spot. Enhanced shield bash. Well, Cassandra has that, I think. And I also want to leave Blackwall at home because when it comes to main quests, I think I'll probably bring him a lot because his tank build, I think, is better than Cassandra's. Maybe. I don't know. But we'll see. Maybe I'll bring Cassandra. Or I could bring Iron Bull. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out who I want to bring the next time. When we go into, like, Elven Forest or something. What did they call it? The Arbor Wilds. Where am I going? There's the Dead Hand Cave. That sounds lovely. Oh, hello.
Good to see you, Your Worship.
Yeah. You don't have anything for me, but that's okay. I won't judge. Oh, here's literally it's a hand. The dead hand. The great stone hand was something of a mystery. One assumed it's a piece broken off from a larger whole. If so, judging by the size of that one hand, I imagine the entire sculpture to be, well, large enough to require the use of obscenities to describe it. Thus, I have only one question. Where is the rest of the statue? It's difficult to imagine how something so large could go missing. From the journey through the dales by Lord, oh, our adventurer. And I have a mosaic piece. invasion. Yeah, where is the rest of it? Can I go?
Safe travels, my lord.
Can I go down here? I can go down here. Oh, it looks like there's a rift maybe down there. I don't know. But this is where we're going to stop for today. Tomorrow we'll go down the mine by the stone dead hand and see what treasures we can find down there and then go from there. As always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe, and I will see you again tomorrow with another new Dragon Age Inquisition video.